Definitely happening.
Look, Shiv, it will increase in coming days. I don't want to create any sort of panic among these parents or the students, but they need to move out. They need to move out. And if they are not able to move out in next 12 to 14 hours, they must stay in bomb shelters. They need not stay in their apartment where they're staying. If they stay there, danger is very, very high. With regards to the situation in Kharkiv, what I've learned from my sources is that Kharkiv, the Russians have claimed that Kharkiv has fallen. Russians has taken over the city, they have run out of the city. Whereas the Ukrainian governor of Kharkiv says they are still holding on. So nothing is clear as of now. But one thing is very clear. For example, in Kyiv, the Russians have advised citizens of Ukraine in Kyiv to leave the capital city at the earliest in next 24 hours. This advisory has been issued by Russians to the Ukrainian citizens living in Kyiv today morning, which implies that from tomorrow there might be missiles landing into civilian areas and in residential complexes. Probably the same thing what is happening right now in the east of Ukraine, be it in Kharkiv, be it in Mariupol, be it in Odessa. Over to you, Shiv.
Major Samar, I want to ask you one thing. Without getting into too many technicalities about consultants and things like that, what should students who are in Kharkiv, who might be watching, and we know many of them are listening, what do they need to know? What is the advice that you can give them as someone who has been advising students and has managed to, guide many students to safety before this? What do the students who are in Kharkiv right now need to know? And let's remember that they are in total panic possibly right now after the death of one of them.
Okay, now see, this is very important, and to all the students who are watching this and parents, firstly, the concept of staying in bomb shelters. Now the thing is, bomb shelters are not those bomb shelters that we actually are talking about. These are basically general basements. Now the issue is, in today's warfare, the missiles which come in penetrate the building, go right down till the basement, and then they go off. So my advice to all the students there who are in a makeshift basement and not a proper bomb shelter is to scatter yourselves in that particular apartment, but you have to stay away from all the windows, number one. Number two, ensure your windows are covered with curtains and you barricade those windows with your beds by putting them upright against the windows, so that in case there is a blast wave or something happens, it is the bed, the curtain, which will take the impact of the glass pieces shattering and coming inside. Then, number two, be into the strong corners of a room. Number three, avoid switching on the light at night at all. In fact, try and conserve electricity, charge your power banks, charge your mobiles, because in the coming few hours, could be that communication is taken out. So your mobile will be like your torches. Then another point regarding that, kindly muffle your lights of your mobile phones. Cover it with 2 layers of handkerchiefs so that the light does not scatter or is not prominently visible from the outside, so that any of the Russian forces might suspect somebody hiding in the building. So best is to avoid being seen from the building to an outsider. Number two, be scattered and be at the strong corners of the room. Number four, try to be in the basement, but do not overcrowd it. Do not overcrowd it. And number five, you can still manage to stay hungry, but you cannot manage to stay thirsty. So conserve water. Drink only when you are extremely thirsty, because now you cannot afford the luxury of having water when you are still comfortable, when you want to eat, when you are not hungry. So now is the proper